Kubor ka Batisi TV. Lawan Rashapi da ka Frank Motors. I am Tata Punch. Price starting at 5.80 lakhs. Ringkat bat ka net foodish. Ordar mapi ngin Wanrah amangi hakir dob yeng jongpi.
School representatives.
Ka Shillong My Passion program. Ka Sinjam Wanrah da Deputy Commissioner Jongka East Khas Hills District. Bat ya ka pangga baong all about waste management. La pelong da Jingkitklieh yatai ha Jingalang ka pelong ha office terekam Jongka Deputy Commissioner ke East Khas Hills ha ka ba ka kong isawanda lalu kalalong ka kong san. Hakani ka singi ka Deputy Commissioner kala pelat pat ba ya video Jongka thup beningkong ka Shillong My Passion program. Kabala ringdur sa phang ka Jingkhuid Jongka yai ne scam self help group. Kabadonya ka Shlem terekam ha Martin Shillong. Hakaba ki khot Jongka ni ka kenhun ki jupen kelas bo na ki jabo balawara na keleng ka sor Shillong ha Martin.
Episode of the Shillong My Passion video series, right?
Tem jonga di bisa kami nga mensuang ada yang penjot nga penjot surah dari kesisian hadin kami salam dan ini cakap pokmatan nga semua bahan ni kadon kalat nga ba penim jakpo ikon yang minta pan hadin ka ta kejuan jongka sigmiu bat ka municipal kiwan dan performing event ka group ani ka group kabangi bangi sina sebo te kini ka sebo ki bangi sina minta te ki bangi di ke siapa te bangi suara itu ko ini sini kini niji suara ke ka niji pa igui plastik nundam hak ka ni ada isaber ki kumuranga GG talap depai yang ile kita. Dengan tu bad ni mix ya ka ni kelai ka ni la kelai ka ini sapedam ini hadin nang tu ni senam ta kasini la shani la shisni ni tuan biar ya ka ni le puntas putar manado apa yo dala arte yo pat kasakalang semua na semua bisa khat.
Shillong My Passion truly belongs to each and every one of us. It is with great pride that I, with the help of my officers and my team, we are able to revive this project, which was in fact launched at the time of my predecessor. You would remember Wanrah, and also under the leadership and initiative of our Honorable Chief Minister, Shri Wanrah. The COVID pandemic put a spanner on the works. It halted things, it slowed down things a little bit. And after that, being the 50th year of the celebration of our statehood as well, we thought that it is fit that we restart this, we revive this in a manner that is fitting to the people of our state and in a manner which truly seeks to address some of the most vital problems when it comes to waste management in our beloved Shillong city. A taboo topic, what was initially a sector in which very few people dared to brave their way into. They converted it into something which has become an enterprise. They converted it into something which is respectable. They converted it into something which is meaningful. In fact, Kong Khanayor, when she had met me in the past, she said that when we initially started doing this, we would sit in taxis with people and they would cover their noses and mouths and they would say, "Who are you? Please go away from here." You know, such sort of behavior which make them feel very low at that point of time. But now they have become citizens who everyone looks up to, particularly in the place where they are carrying out their operations, and they have really shown the way by converting it into a meaningful enterprise. Of course, there are still many challenges which they are facing from time to time, but the very fact that waste has become something which can be thought of as a possible resource where you can generate livelihoods out of it, you can even generate revenue out of it, you can make it into something which is meaningful and which contributes. That is something I think which we have to thank them for, and many other organizations who have done their bit in this regard. So once again, a big welcome from my side. This project has been going on in a very low-key, muted fashion in the past couple of months. We've had many challenges, many issues, but we really wanted for communities to take leadership and to take ownership of it. It has several components, but the most important of them is that we bring together various stakeholders, that we no longer play the blame game, and we also think outside the box. We make it something which is exciting, something which individually every Shillongite will have a sense of responsibility for. What do I do with the waste that I generate in my own house? How does it start? Where does it end up? Do I know? Do I care that it ends up in that huge mountain of a dump called Marten? The whole concept behind Shillong My Passion is that we realize that we have to decentralize the process of waste management in Shillong. What is the lifespan of that mountain called Marten? How long can we continue to expect all our waste to end up there? If we have various Shillong like Ompling and others, Laujunri, who have initiated the concept of a waste recovery center, and they're doing exceedingly good work there. So these kinds of decentralized models and strategies which come from the bottom are so useful for all of us, and we feel that we have something to learn from these practices. At the same time, we want to engage citizens to come up with solutions which are perhaps a little extraordinary, a little out of the box. Somebody gave the idea of setting up kiosks in and around the city where people who have a huge collection of plastic bottles they've collected through the years, they don't know where to keep them, they don't know who is the closest recycler, they don't want to throw them, they can come and safely deposit them there, maybe for a small fee, and it becomes a practice amongst all of us that we take responsibility to ensure that each and every bit of discarded, unused material ends up in a proper place. And through this day, the team will also elaborate on the various initiatives which have been taken to involve school children to recycle, to upcycle, to practice the 3 R's from time to time, and also to come up with strategies to strengthen the existing system of waste collection, segregation and management in each of our Shillong. People talk from time to time that we have jurisdictional challenges within Shillong City because the Shillong Municipal Board caters to only municipal areas. What do we do in the other areas? We are so happy that various Shillong on their own have taken amazing initiatives. They have formed sanitation committees within their Shillong. They undergo a small collection for it so that they can pay the waste collectors, so that they can make it a sustainable enterprise. They have identified locations where the waste can be collected, where the waste can be segregated. They have identified third parties who will come and collect the discarded waste from their homes and their collection centers as well. So this is really a forum where we get to share the best practices that are already in vogue. I think we don't need to reinvent the wheel. There is amazing stuff already happening in Shillong City, and we also need to expand our views a little bit, our horizon a little bit, and look at best practices happening perhaps in our region, in our country, and in the world at large. I think Shillong has no dearth of ideas, it has no dearth of opportunities or talent, but we only need to make it happen by coming together, by working together with this objective, that this clean, green and beautiful hill station which we have, which is our pride, which we boast about so much, which is the USP for tourism, which is, everything we've ever been proud about, remains this way, remains sustainable, that even if there is growth and development and building opportunities, it does not come at the cost of our environment. It does not come at the cost of polluting our rivers and our streams, cutting down our trees, or dirtying our roads and our rivers.
Almost 30% of our organic waste or organic resource is waste food. We waste 30% of what we cook. This is, and because it's wet and so on, and because it's thrown, it will start smelling. If you see on the left is actually a pillar of that food, which is fermented, and the chickens love it. And the right-hand side, I need to thank Pablo, because whenever he cleans up Shillong and whenever there is green stuff, he just gives it to me and we just throw it into the waste. So, and the chickens love it. Okay? I can get compost from waste in less than, in about 3 days. And the beauty of it is that it is mixed with chicken waste. And so from here, you can get meat, you can get eggs, and you can get compost. And here, because then it's no longer municipal waste, it's waste that we have done. Of course, we can get it tested.